booked and burnt out right now. So, for everybody out there, really hit those tired landlords. It's going to be a very ripe, really ripe, low-hanging fruit, especially in the coming months as it gets worse and worse with this COVID situation. So, star 2 to raise your hand with any questions or comments. My folks in Washington, how you doing?
Hey, good. How you doing, Mike?
Good.
Good. Good. Hey, I was going to ask you, I was talking to some wholesalers in Houston, and I was just curious if you guys, I think I've heard you guys talk, that Mitch has said he works with wholesalers, but are you guys working with, how do you work with wholesalers? Because one of the ones I talked to, I was asking him, what kind of discount they're providing, or what I was looking for, such as 60% and 70%. And he was kind of like, well, 60%, that's probably not. And 70%, we're finding them, but typically more 80%. And so of ARV, I was just wondering if you could run that same thing, or do you just tell them, this is what I want, and that's what you look for, and if you got it, you got it. You don't.
I get on everybody's list. I get on every wholesaler's list out there, and I want to look at almost every deal that comes. A lot of times they're 80, 85, 90% deals, but sometimes they one comes out that's good. I probably buy 12 to 15 houses a year off of the wholesalers that are still good deals. They're out of town. They're, in an area people don't want. They miss square footage or make a mistake on something. I go look at it. I'm like, man, that house felt like it was 2,000 square feet, not 1,500 square feet, And so I still get a lot of deals through wholesalers, mostly catching their mistakes.
Okay. Yeah. Good strategy. Okay. I had another question about houses, or rehabbing. Do you do anything with popcorn ceilings, or do you just leave them?
On my more expensive homes where I know I'm going to be selling that house for, $250, $300, yes, I get rid of them. On the houses that are 180 and below, no, I don't get rid of them.
Okay, yeah, just leave it.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was wondering I see there's a lot of, or some places there's a lot of post and beam type houses, and you can see it along the bottom edge of the house. Is that supposed to be exposed or left exposed, or does it just happen to be that way on some houses?
Yeah, it's not supposed to be. All of them should be skirted all the way.
Okay. Yeah. One other thing, do you guys use a marketing manager? I know you don't have a whole bunch of people on staff. No?
Yeah, no, we don't.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I had.
All righty. Excellent. Let us know if there's anything else.
All right.
All right. We've got an online caller here.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. This is Chad out of San Angelo, and I'm a newbie.
Hey, how you doing?
With you, man. I'm doing great. Just getting excited about this stuff. I'm looking at purchasing my first mobile home, and I just don't have any experience in mobile homes. It's a 2017 double wide 3.2, and he's asking $40,000 for it. It's in a great location. It is in a park, but it has a riverfront. I guess it'd be the front yard or the backyard, whichever way the house is situated. But it has a whole yard that is riverfront. And again, he's asking $40,000. The park rent or lease, however that works, is $400 a month. The guy said he's been charging tenants $1,000 a month, and he just needs to get $40,000 to go on to his next thing. Is that a good price for a 2017 double wide? I have no idea. How do I find that out?
What's the measurement of it? That's going to be the only way I can tell.
Okay. I'm frantically right now trying to get back onto the website that had it listed. The guy has he's been very good to get back with me, but I'm waiting to where I can walk through it and get all the information from him. I'll have to look that up. I'm going to guess it's 1,400 square foot of normal for a double wide.
Yeah, that's a little bit smaller double wide, but that's okay. It's
okay.
a 3.2, 1,400 square foot.
Yes.
Not bad at all.
Okay.
So that's a good price for that. I think that's a great price for that. The only thing you're going to want to make sure of is that lot rent's $400 a month, and he rents it for $1,000. You said?
Yes.
Okay. The only thing you're going to want to make sure of is that those, I would talk to some people at the park and just make sure that park doesn't raise the rents constantly. So one thing that parks will like to do is they'll get somebody in there, especially investors, and they'll raise their rents every year or every 6 months, whatever it is. I was at one the other day. I'm actually taking the mobile home out of the park. But I was at one the other day. She moved in 3 years ago, and the rent was $325, and her rent now is $600 a month.
Wow. Okay.
So within 3 years, they upped the rent almost double in 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and the reason those parks do that is they know they've got you. For you to move that mobile home's $8 or $9 grand, and you have to have your own lot to put it on, and this and that and the other thing. They know it's a huge headache to move a mobile home. So as soon as they get somebody in there, they get somebody comfortable, they start raising the rents on them.
Gotcha. And there's nothing we can do about it, is there?
Nada. You could try to lock
Nada.
in. If I was you, I would try to lock in, say, hey, I'd like to sign a 5-year lease or something like that if you can. They're probably going to be too smart for it, but maybe try something like that.
All right. I'll do that. Yeah. As far as turning it around and doing the owner finance out of that, is that worth me looking into the owner finance side of this mobile home?
Yeah, absolutely. We owner finance all of our mobile homes, so absolutely, it's worth it.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, great. Hey, thank you so much. Let me ask, is there a place that I can learn more about mobile homes? Is there a website where I can see where they value them and what they run? I just have no experience in them.
Yeah, so there is, I've never used it because we don't really care too much, but there is let me look. There is I'm going to look online real quick, so I can't remember what it's called. Give me a second. Okay, just Google Mobile Home Blue Book, just like Blue Book in a car.
Got it. Mobile Home Blue Book. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All righty.